Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all well and staying safe. Now in today's video we are going to be carrying on with Train Sim World 2020. We've got a brand new scenario that we're going to be doing, but before we get started, if you're enjoying this videos, comment below and then what else you'd like to see in any of my future videos. While you're there, don't forget that like and subscribe button and maybe a little bell icon to be notified of my upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. So with that all said, let's get straight into it and let's get started with this scenario. So we're going to be doing the Aggregate Industries. It's a hauling mission that we have to discharge a rake of hoppers at the Hayes tarmac facility before working on the train over the action yard and preparing it for a return journey back to the West Country. We're going to be using the Class 66 DBS today. So let's get started with this. Okay, so we're just loading in here to the mission and let's see where we are. Okay, so we're in the train. Okay, so we need to unload some wagons that we have on the train. Okay, so we need to unload the wagons. Seems to be that we need to reverse into a siding here, and there is some kind of unloading thing in there. Okay, cool. So we need to get the slow speed module. So let's see up here. Okay, so speed control on and turn on the speed control. Set the reverser to reverse. Set speed to 3. Okay, let's get this up and let's get it to 3. Cool. And F1 to start the process. Release the automatic brakes. Okay, so it's building up and you can see on the right hand side the brake pressure and the brake pipe control up to 5. Great, that's done. And set throttle to 1. Okay, and go via. Okay, so we need to go through the unloading facility. Where is that? Okay, so back here. Why do I feel like we are not moving at all? We are moving, just extremely slowly it looks like. 0.1 miles. Okay, let's try and get that up a bit. Okay, and let's bring it back down to 1. Okay, that hopefully will. Let's get a window open. Let's get some windows open here, and let's see how we're doing now. Okay, so we got about 600 yards. So I'll keep on going back there and we'll see when we get there. Okay, so we're just coming up to the unloading facility and inside the shed here now. We need to unload all these cars and we've got quite a few of them that we need to get through. This limited set speed control that we're using is actually really good. We're keeping like a constant 2.9 heading backwards here, which is really cool. So let's offload this. So let's give it a couple seconds just for it to continue through here. Almost in. Okay. Now I'm guessing we have to go straight through. We don't need to stop because it says go via. But let's see. Okay, so now it's offloading. Okay, so percentages. Okay, so it's automatically unloading as we're driving through here. That's pretty cool. Nice detailing too that it's got the effects in here. I wonder, does it actually show the motion or does it just skip through it? Oh wow, it actually goes down. That's really cool. Okay, so we're gonna unload all these carriages here and we'll meet you guys back when the wagons are done. Okay, so we're just unloading the last wagon here and then we should get a new objective to go with the train. As far as I'm aware, we had to head over to a yard after we've done this. Okay, so we completed it. Set throttle to idle. Okay, we can do that. Let's apply the brakes. Yeah, brakes being applied. Pressure is going down there. Cool. Turn slow speed controller off.
That was great work. You should get that train over to Acton Yard, where it can be prepared before the return trip to the Mendips.
Okay, so we need to get over to Acton Yard. So let's get our reverser here. So I can, there we go. Forward, release the brakes. Pressure on the right hand side again. We can wait for that to come up. Cool, that's good. And let's get the, let's get it all our way up. We need to watch our speed limit here. It looks like we've got a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, so let's just watch that. So we can probably get our throttle to about 2. Let's get it out, and then it looks like we're going through a yellow light, and then we're going up to about 25 miles an hour, so we can even increase the speed a little bit more. I could probably get it up just ever so slightly here. It's 8.9 miles. We don't have far to go actually. We need to stop at the Hayesgood Loop. Okay, so we need to stop very soon actually, so we won't go too fast on our speed. Let's carry on going through here. We've got double white lights. We just need to stop over there, so not that far out. Okay, still got our speed limit. Okay, does our speed limit stays the same, and we just need to go through to the stop here. Probably need to decrease a little bit. Got the train going past. HST, nice, in the city. Going past there, I think with 3 carriages. Yeah, we're coming up to our spot here. We've got 100 yards. We can probably start applying the brakes. 80 yards, 70 yards, 40, 30. Let's release the brakes a bit. Just going out there, we're just going to slowly go in, and we'll apply the brakes once we just on top of that objective. Probably about now. Apply the brakes. Okay, there we go. We stopped there. Wait a moment. Okay, so we need to wait here for something, apparently. I'm not too sure what. Seems that we have a green light to go, but let's see what's going on. Throttle attack 0. Objective completed. Okay. Stop at the location, Acton Yard. Okay, so we can actually get out of here now. So let's get our brake released. Build it up to 5. Okay, looks good. And let's get our throttle up now. We still got a little bit of a speed limit here, so we need to watch ourselves. We've got an 85-mile speed limit coming up in 300 yards, so don't have to worry too much, but let's just make sure our throttle doesn't go too high. Okay, lovely detailing in this game. Really is quite nice. Okay, so we're coming up 10 miles an hour. Let's get it up a bit. Looks like we got a 25-mile speed limit now, which is perfect. And oh, we have another 15-mile speed limit coming up in 70 yards. So got one there. 15-mile speed limit here. Still got a green light to go through. Okay, so we'll just hang around here. Okay, so it looks like 80 yards. We have it opening up again to about 85 miles. So we'll really hit that throttle. Should be able to push it through quite nicely. Looks like, yep, there's 85 coming up just there. Okay, 300 yards. Yep, there's our 85. Our speed limit that we should be able to bring it up to now. Let's see. Does our speed limit jump? No, we still got 50-mile speed limit. Okay, well, let's sit around this then. Hope we don't have 50-mile speed limit the whole way. Maybe we need to get the rear of the train past first before we can open up again. There's 85 there. There we go. Cool. We get our throttle up. And let's kick it through now. Okay, so coming up to 60-mile speed limits. Still under it, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Wonder if it's going to drop down again after the 60, because we've gone from 80 to 85 to 60 now, so I'm guessing it might drop down again, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think we need to adjust our throttle just yet, because we're still nearly at 40 miles per hour. Okay, so let's continue going through here. 60. Cool. Okay, so we got 30 miles per an hour coming up in 1 mile. Only got 1.4 miles to go until we get to the Acton Yard in any case. So actually we need to probably get rid of our throttle here. We've got a yellow light coming up. You need to be a little bit cautious of that. We're just going through the next station, which is hitting Broadway, looks like. Could be wrong. Okay, so yellow lights. 30 miles an hour speed limit. We are slowly dropping our speed, which is great. Keep an eye on that. I'm guessing it's red after the yellow. If need be, we'll get those brakes on. Throttle's already at 0. Just want to apply these brakes a bit, just in case we do need to stop after this yellow. No, it looks like we're good. I can get a little more brakes on, just because of the speed limit that we got coming up. Release our brakes now. Okay. Throttle's still 0. Okay, we need to get a little bit more brake on. So we're just above the speed limit here. Okay, we can release the brakes now. Okay, we got a stop that we need to do in 0.6 miles. We need to make a full stop. So 800 yards. Not doing that fast. Throttle's good. 900 yards, so just over there. We've got another train waiting for us to come through. 400 yards. Okay, we need to get that brake on right now. We are way over the speed limit. Okay, can we start releasing those brakes? Slowly just coasting here, 14 miles per hour. It's good to me. Not too far to go, 100 yards. Probably start applying that brake. $50 yards. Release it a bit. Got a little bit of far to go. 4 miles per hour. 20 yards. And let's apply the brakes now for the final stop. 2, 1, almost perfect. Okay, we have stopped. I think we have to go like an inch forward. I really don't like that. Like, it's very precise on where it needs you to stop. Okay, now put the brakes on again. Apparently we still haven't reached the spot yet, so to release the brakes again, we'll just go forward ever so slightly. There we go. Okay, so we just hit our spot. Let's get these brakes on, make sure we're stopped. Oh, 0. Okay, so we need to uncouple the wagons and then go and refuel. Okay, so get through this door. We need to uncouple 12 trains. We can do that here. There we go. Uncoupling, and then we need to go to the refueling place. Okay, so we need to go into a side shunting first. Let's get in our seat. Let's get our brakes released. Still going forward, which is fine. Brakes are good. Get our throttle up. Still got a little bit of a speed limit here, so we do need to watch that. And we have a yellow light coming up soon also, but the side shunting's just over there, it's not too far. Okay, let's kill our throttle, because we're already almost over the speed limit. Let's put on the throttle 1, I think will be fine. Okay, so coming up to the yellow light in 200 yards, and then with 300 yards, looks like we need to stop. Bigger that to 0 throttle, so we just increase down to about 15. Okay, 17 miles per hour. Yellow light coming up in 50 yards. Okay, it looks like we need to stop right there, so actually that's pretty good. So throttle 0. We need to drive over this objective this time. Let's probably... yeah, let's get these brakes on. 30 yards, 20 yards, 18 yards. Come on, come on, come on, stop. 2 yards. Do I have to go forward a bit more? I do, of course I do. Almost had it perfect there. Release them. Go ever so slightly forward. Apply the brakes again. Okay, so we just got into the sighting. We've completed our objective. We need to now get to the refueling yard. Okay, so what we can do is let's get it in reverse. Release our brakes here and let's get some throttle going. Start moving a bit. So we'll get high throttle just to get going and then we'll drop it down again. Drop it down to 1 should be fine. And let's see. Okay, so we're moving to the right hand side now. And it looks like we need to actually get onto a different rail, so we probably have to switch rails in a few minutes. So I'll wait until we get there and find a rail and then we'll meet back there. Okay, so we're just coming up to a switching point just over here, so I'm gonna try and see if we can third person and get there quick enough and press it at the same time before the train gets there. There we go. Okay, so we got that switched. That should then switch us onto this rail. Train is still going quite nice and slowly. That's perfect. And then eventually we will need to change this one. Okay, and we can probably get our brakes on while we're talking about that. Get our brakes on, and we're going to change that track also. Okay, brakes are on. That's perfect. We need to change that one now, but before we do that, we need to switch into forward. Release the brakes again, and let's just build up some throttle here. So let's get it up and moving. Okay, and let's bring it down to 1. Perfect. And then we should be able to just go and switch that tracks, and we now should be going that direction. Yeah, got everything lined up. Did we miss? We missed that one. Okay, so let's go and let's get the brakes on again. Let's bring our throttle down. Switch directions, reverse, increase throttle. Okay, let's bring it back down to 0. Let's go and see. So we got that one, we got the other one, we just missed this one. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that should, in theory, now bring us perfectly in line to go and do the refueling. So we can go and almost where we can stop it. Get past the track there. Okay, let's get some brakes on. Throttle's at 0. Let's get it into forward. Let's get our throttle up again. Release our brakes. Decrease our throttle in a few seconds here. Let's get it to 0. That should be fine. Now we should be going straight on here. Great. And we should be going straight on here. And we should be going left here. Looks fine as far as I can see on the train tracks. Yep. We should be going left here. Oh, we went right. Okay, let's try and switch that then. We should be able to just do it from here. That should now, in theory, bring us... Oh, we might have to go a little bit back. Are we still in reverse? We are. Let's go and release our brakes. Let's go back just ever so slightly. Yep, that should be fine. Let's put it in forward. Okay, and now, in theory, that should go on to the left-hand side. Yes. And yes. Great. Okay, let's just make sure that that is not going the wrong way. Okay, that's not perfect. Okay, so we're good. We should be going left-hand on side here. And it can go jump back into our driver's seat position. And we just need to line it up here. Let's give it a little more throttle. Okay, and we'll probably get the brakes on any second now. Okay, let's apply the brakes. Okay, that should be almost great. Perfect. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to remove the fuel cap and do some refueling. Okay, so we have a fuel cap here and the nozzle. Okay. There we go. Okay. Walk over to the fuel pump and and start it. Okay, cool. And refuel the locomotive to maximum capacity. Is this the capacity? Not too sure. Guessing that is. Okay. Place the fuel hose back. Okay, so pick up nozzle. Fuel hose. How do we put this back now? Okay, so
The locomotive is ready to go. Get it hooked back up to the wagon, and that'll be you done for the day.
okay, so we need to get it hooked up to back. Okay, so we need to go down there and get it hooked up. So let's go get up and back inside. So now we've got it refueled. We can close the door. Let's get into our seat. And let's go release the brakes. Let's get it into reverse. Let's get some throttle going on it. Brakes are released. Perfect. And decrease those brakes or the throttle because we have a speed limit still. I think 1 or 2 should be fine for us to just get out of here. Okay, and how far back do we need to go? 600 yards, not much. Okay, I can probably decrease our throttle to 1. Still maintaining that speed limit. We've got a yellow light coming up in, 450 yards. So we need to be aware of that. But I don't think we'll get to it, to be honest. We only have... Actually, yeah, the yellow light will be just before our stop, actually. Let's just carry on going. We have all these different cars along here. I'm guessing... well, in like free mode, you could just go and pick those up, I guess. I could be wrong. I haven't tried that yet. Okay, so let's continue going along here. I don't know if we have to change tracks or possibly we have to wait for someone to change the tracks for us. Not too sure. Let's wait and see. Crossing here, crossing there, and then we go into a 2-track intersection there, so an X intersection. We need to go on the right, but there's no train track on the ground, so I'm guessing that one will get changed for us. Let's decrease our throttle here. We're going to go right. We are. Fantastic. And let's get some braking going. Yep, brake. Going to overshoot that just a little bit. Okay, and we now need to do what? Okay, we need to go to the next yard. So forwards, throttle up, release the brakes. And good, we can decrease our speed now. Put on 1 should be fine for us. Just to go there, and then I think we need to go and pick up, so we need to go and pick up those locomotives that are over there. Is this going to change for us automatically? Luckily, those train tracks don't like me. Okay, so let's go in here. We'll decrease our throttle soon. A little bit earlier than last time, I think. So let's get the throttle 0. Start getting our brakes on now. Use them a bit. Just coast in there. Okay, and more. Okay, that should be fine. Perfect. And now we need to go and pick up these. So let's pick up a little bit of speed, decrease our throttle down. We should just be able to coast into this one. Get a little bit of brakes applied. Not too much brakes. Just enough to keep us moving a bit there. A little bit more throttle. Want to get a little bit close to it. Drop our throttle again, and we're going to get our brakes on in a few seconds here. Okay, let's get our brakes applied. Hoping that will be enough for us. Let's see, let's jump out. Let's see if we can get this connected. Jump out. Okay, so I'm guessing no, we need to be a little bit closer. So let's jump back into our seat here. Great, and let's go release our brakes. And we can just go forward ever so slightly. Probably jump to third person here. Decrease throttle. And we'll apply the brakes in a few seconds. It's good, let's apply the brakes. Fantastic. Let's jump out. Let's see if we can go and get this connected now. There we go. Perfect.
Well done. Grab a break in the porter cabins by the car park.
Okay, we don't need to turn anything off, I guess. And then we go over to the port cabin. Cool. Well, that was fun. Guessing there's another mission after this, but I think that's probably where we're going to be ending it off for today. I don't know. This was a lot of fun. You guys let me know in the comments below what we should be checking out next. If you guys have any preferences on any missions or any lines. There seems to be some cool ones with the New York Tube, and there's also a American Freightliner, one that we could actually check out. Looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments below what we should be checking out next, what mission, and if you guys are enjoying this series of Train Sim World, let me know, and let's see how we've done on this mission. So it seems like speed wise we've done pretty well, and we're leveling up here. Total score 5,000. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, that was a lot of fun. I think we'll go and end today's video over there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.